Okay, you all, so this is going to be a part 3 of me showing you all how to do slicing. This one will be for the 24-inch wide printer. Some things that I am going to mention into this video, I would recommend that you all go look at my other 2 videos. And then also, if you want, I highly recommend that you possibly take a 101, only because, as I mentioned in my previous video that I just uploaded, that sometimes it may take for me to actually see your screen. Like, we could set up a Zoom or a FaceTime call, whatever, so that I can actually see your screen and walk you through how to do it. Because to see me do it is one thing, but to actually have me, someone who I would consider like a pro or someone who knows what they're doing, to watch you actually do it and then correct you when you're wrong, that may, help you out. So we're going to go ahead and hop into it. This is again a design that my student and I designed. Well, one of my students, I had a class today and we designed this shirt using Canva. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so this is our design. We're going to duplicate this page. The reason why we are duplicating this page, it is because if I ever need to go back to edit something here for whatever reason, I have the ability to do so. So we need to turn off our guide layer. Why? Because when we go to print this, we don't need this guide layer with the lines, these lines, and where it says text or photo. We don't want that on our picture, so we're going to delete it. On previous videos, the number one, well, not the number one, majority of people was asking me, how do you remove the guide layer? I thought it was pretty simple, but I guess not. I think I'm going to really have to do a Canva class so that you all can learn how to use Canva. But anyways, so what you want to do, you can click on the delete button. I am using a MacBook, so the buttons that I'm clicking on may be slightly different than yours. I think if you're using HP or Dell, you have to click on the backspace button. However, if the delete button does not work for you, you can click on the guide layer and then click on hold on. Okay, it's down here. Click on this trash can to delete it. That's all you have to do. Then you're going to want to click on share and then click on download. We only need to download our current layer. So we can click on current page, and then we need to click on done because we're only printing out page 2, and then click on download. It's okay to download it as a PNG, or you can download as JPEG, whichever one. So we're going to click on download. While this is downloading, we want to add another page. And as you all are going through these steps, you honestly don't have to go through the steps in which I'm going through. There may be a better way as you are doing this for you. And feel free to, upload a video on YouTube, teach the next person, but or do have a class, something. So anyways, we're adding a new page because I added this to my website. You can go here and you can purchase it for me. You can go to Etsy. You can go anywhere and buy it. But these are my cutouts that I did, and I created them as a frame. So that is honestly why I charge, because I took my hard-earned time to create these cutouts for y'all so that it can work, okay? And check the comments to know that these really work. But anyways, you'll download these. They come in small, medium, large, extra large. It's going to make more sense as we continue. So so we're here. So obviously once you download it, then I'm going to come to my uploads and upload. Actually, that's not it. Okay. So after you download the file, I'm going to take this one. We're going to pretend that I am doing a shirt for a lady who wear a extra small shirt. The shirt that I'm using is the brand Sportec. This brand, you may use a different brand, so your shirt sizing may be a little bit different from mine, but this is for demonstration purposes only. So again, the brand I'm using, and if none of this stuff is making sense to you, listen to me. You all, please, feel free to hit me up, reach out to me, book a class, book a quick one-on-one session, ask me all the questions that you need. Do it so that you're not stuck trying to figure this stuff out, because I've already done the hard work for you. I'm making it look easy, but it can be a bit challenging, and I don't want you to get intimidated by what you're doing. So if you're having trouble, please feel free to reach out. But let's continue. So we're going to Control C, copy, and then we're going to come back to our design and click on paste. Now, after I do that, I want to stretch this out to be 33. So I have a shirt sizing template somewhere, but I can't really find it right now. But I believe my ladies shirt that I use for my cutout is 33 by 28. Click enter. Now what we're going to want to do is upload. Just added that here. We're going to click on upload files and go to our downloads folder and upload what we just downloaded. Okay, here it is. I just want to make sure my sizing is right. So my Sport Tech women, if you use Sport Tech shirt, I have sizing on, I'll add it to my website. It's not on there now, but I'll add the sizing to my website so that you can get. But I have Sport Tech, I have sizing for Sport Tech men's and Sport Tech women, and I believe A4 as well. But yeah, move forward. So we're gonna go back to our design, then we're going to add this and drag it and drop it. Now you don't just want to drag and drop it and think that, oh, this is right. No, we need to stretch this out. Now, a good thing being that we just, added pages here and we're still dealing with the same design, we can take our guide from here and paste it here so that we can make sure like our design is still in the center. His face not getting cut off, his name's still going to be on the shirt and so forth. So that's perfect. So let's delete that. So after we have deleted this, the next thing in which we want to do is click on share, then we click on download, go to pages, and then click on current page, and then download. So now that we've done that, we now need to go to file, create a design, and then we need to do the width and the height of our template, or of our shirt size, not template, of our shirt size. If this doesn't make sense, again, please book a one-on-one, get with somebody, leave a comment, do something so that makes sense. So we're going to do 33 by 28. And I'm going to make sure that your units is in inches. It does not be in pixels. You can't read pixels. I can't read pixels. So inches, make it easy for you. Create new design. So after we create our new design, then we're going to come back here, click on uploads, click on upload file. Then we're going to double tap that. Now we can come here and we need to stretch this out. So I'm going to go edge, like make sure it's right at that edge, and come here, make sure this is at the edge. Now again, if you do slicing and you figured out an easier way, again, leave comments, help the next person out. So we want to be right at the edge. The way that I do my sizing, I leave enough room for mess ups. So yeah, let's make sure this right at the edge, and it is. Okay, so we're going to zoom back out. Now I want to stretch this to that edge, and then we're going to stretch this to this edge. Everything should click in place. Now, after you do that, the next thing that you want to do, so this is for the people if you're using a 24-inch wide printer. I'm past the collection plate around. Not just playing. But if you have a 13-inch printer, please go watch my other videos that I have. Go to my academy. But this is not the video for you. This is for you if you have a 13-inch printer. Okay? Now, I'm not, if you have a 24-inch printer, I don't physically have a 24-inch printer. So I'm going to get you to a place where you can actually print. But how it's going to be printed, if that makes sense, like after the slicing and after you set up the paper, I don't have a printer to show you what it'll look like. But this will at least get you set up. So, okay. So after you stretch out the sides, what you want to do, you need the ruler. In order to get the ruler, you can click on File, you go to Settings, and then click on Show Rulers and Guide, and then it'll show you this. Now, let me get this stuff out the way. Okay. So as we can see here, this is our ruler. If you have a 24-inch wide printer, you just saving yourself a whole bunch of time. If you have a 36-inch, 44-inch printer, you're saving yourself a lot of time. But don't be discouraged if you don't have a 24-inch printer, if you don't have if you don't have a 36-inch wide printer. You can do the same thing with your 13-inch wide printer. That's how I started. But I digress. So let's go ahead and continue. So what you want to do is you want to take this side over here, this right hand side, and as you can see, we get some numbers where it says width 26.6, H 28. You want to go until, again, you have a 24-inch printer, so you don't want to stretch this all the way to 24, because when you go to print, it has like a little bit of a border. So you want to do, I would say maybe like 23.5. You can even do 23 just to be safe, but we're gonna do 23 just to play around with it. All right, and then we can duplicate this page if you want to. Now this step is optional. You can do all of this on the same page, but I like to duplicate. So we're gonna duplicate, and then actually you're not gonna duplicate. All right, so now that we have that, then we're gonna do Control C, or we can click on this button to duplicate, or you can click on Control D to duplicate. Snap this back in that corner. It should snap. If you use Canva, you know what I mean by snap. So we're going to stretch this back out to the side, and it should snap. Then we're going to take this side, this left hand side, and stretch this all the way over. Now, if you see some white over here, that's wrong. You don't want it to snap either on this left hand side. You need to overlap. So as we can see, this is snapping. 10, where it says W10, it snaps. But we can go to W10.5 just to be on the safe side. Give us some wiggle room. You could do 10.3, but you need a little bit of a margin just in case you mess up for when you go to cut this out. Okay, so now that that is done, then if you want, you can duplicate this page just so that you can see what you're working with, and you can delete that, and then from this first one you can delete that one if you wanted to. Now our last and final step, we're going to go to File, Create a New Design, and we can our printer again is 24 inches. Let's say the height of our paper we want to say is 30, just to make it an even, well 28 is even too, but again we want some wiggle room, so we should be in inches. Create New Design. Now we're going to, oh, what happened to my design? So we're going to come back here to where we did our slicing. We're going to do Control C, copy, and come back to our paper that's 24 inches wide, and V, paste it. put this in the center. You should not be stretching this out anymore. Then we're going to add a page and go back to our slicing. Control C, copy, V, paste. Now when you go to print, you're going to share, download, switch this to PDF print, and then download. Now from here, again, I don't have the Epson printer to actually print, but I'm sure this should be able to get you far enough to where you can print from here. You would just need to go to your downloads folder, I'm assuming, and then double click it, and then you can probably do Control P and print from here. You may need to change some settings, but I'm not exactly sure. But again, this should get you far enough to be able to print using the 24-inch printer. I hope this helps, and if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to leave a comment below. I will be opening up my academy here really soon, where I'll have a course on how to design, courses on how to do your shirt sizing, and way more in-depth videos that you will need in order to get you to where you're going. I know when it comes down to YouTube, there's lots of design videos, there's lots of how-tos, but nobody is like really going into depth on how to make a shirt from start to end. So you may be missing something. But again, if you need help with anything, y'all, please feel free to leave a comment. And yeah, peace out.